Hello everyone and welcome to Carlton Town for this Evo Stick Northern Premier League South game against Carlton Town. It's a cold night, starting to drizzle, just the teams, starting with Carlton. Number 1, Jack Steggles. 2, Robin McNicholas. 3, Daniel Fletcher. 4, Eddie Schockenecker. 5, Reece Bartram. 6, Captain Kieran Walker. 7, Caelan Mitchell. 8, Daniel Elliott. 9, Jordan Wilson. 10, Wilfred Nahor. And 11, Danny Gordon. For the Greens, Frickley. Number 1, holding the goal, Seb Markowski. Number 2, rock steady, Teddy Blow. Number 3, returning to the side, Fabian Bailey. Number 4, Grant Allett. Number 5, it's Jammer, the Master Blaster. Number 6, it's Jack Taylor-Made Burton. Number 7, Jacob Hazel. 8, Richard Patterson. 9, Stephen Hopewell, scorer with the shins. 10, Captain Gavin Allett. And 11, Tom Dugdale. The Greens shooting from right to left as we look at it on this far touchline. All the fans congregated over on the other touchline as Carlton go on the attack. It's well headed out there by Jack Bailey. Fabian Bailey just watching the ball out. It's a throw in well inside our half. It's one of those long punts up high in the air coming down with snow. Poor defensive header goes out to Dugdale as the defender just kicks it out. Nearly it's Ken with the camera. We're one medium man down today. Mick hasn't made it yet, which is that's why you're listening to my droning tones as Fabian Bailey takes a throw in towards Gav inside to Dougie. It's well battled by Hopewell, but the referee gives a free kick to Carlton. As Mick is here, I can see his little bobble hat bouncing along. It's a very welcome addition. Fabian Bailey, long throw, well defended by number 7, ball nearly it's Ken again. Ken and I are living a charmed life here on this touchline. Ball nearly taking us out. As we're at Carlton, the home of Richard Beckinsale. Not sure whether his daughter was born here. The better of the Beckinsales, in my opinion. Stevie Oatwell brings it out in towards Gav, but Gav loses it in midfield. But he's chased after it. Gav, his return to Frickley's brought one of a hard working ethic, as Mick is here. The bobble hat bouncing down that touchline, very welcome. From the Americas, Asia, Australasia, as the ball goes in. Oh, it's a great header, it's the post, well cleared by Jammer, who knocks it out to Stevie Oatwell, who skips past and over the halfway line. The outside of the boot, tries to get it out to Hayes, but well cut out, and Carlton Town hitting the post there, I think. Frickley leading a charmed life. Seba clears it. It's into midfield. Webmaster Mick Johnson just pointing out that there's no Carl Stewart on the bench. The bench for the Greens today is Josh Nodder. A new signing, I think, Nicholas Parker. I'm sure that's actually supposed to be Nicky Darker. But the Parkenbauer going under a pseudonym, pen name, as Oatwell launches the ball into the box, Darker-esque, but it's well cleared by Carlton. It's a defensive header by Fabian Bailey. It's gone straight to a Carlton player on halfway. And a poor touch by Grant Allett. It's a bit scrappy there in the middle. Carlton still coming out with the ball. Our regular stat man, Ken Whitehead, tells me that Carlton have the best defensive record in the league. But have also scored the least number of goals. So who knows what can happen tonight. The red number's quite difficult to see as Dougie just comes out towards this touchline. We're expecting good things. A nice little wink from the man wearing the number 11 as the referee in a quite a
quick word for the listening fans.
Referee's not even on the pitch. Tall referee today, tall and blonde.
Didn't ask if you could go back on. That's a booking.
If you've tuned in to listen to football commentary, forget it. It's more description of refereeing. Ken's the man for football. Bailey picks the ball up again, seems to be on throwing duty on this left-hand side. Launches it again towards Gav, who brings it down absolutely brilliant. Skips by one. He's pulled down there. He's got himself a free kick wide on this left touchline. Probably about 18, just in line with the 18-yard box, but right, hogging the touchline. Dougie steps up to take. Again, their number 5 barking orders, trying to organise his defensive line. Dougie, eyes like the Terminator, crosses the ball in, well out. Didn't beat the first man, but it's come out to Teddy Bloor, who shanks his attempt back up. But he's come back to him, and he's gone right-footed this time towards Gav. Gav just over his head and into the arms of the keeper. Bailey and Grant go up for it together as the ball goes into our box. It's a cross in. Oh, it's a brilliant save by Seb, one-handed, and it's another good effort there by Carlton. And they've still got the ball just on the left of the box. 15 minutes gone. I'll pass you over to Ken.
There you are. Let you take over there.
Take over there. Do you want that for?
I've got one in my pocket. Hello, folks. So, how many is there of you out there? Is there anyone out there? Oh yeah, there's 11 of you out there. That's good. If there was no one, we'd. I'd probably make up some stuff, I think. Right, so goalkeeper's taking the goal kicks. Stevie Oatwell is battling for the ball in midfield. Who's this taking it out? Grant's taking it out. Oh, Grant getting a nosebleed. Passes it on to Gav. Gav down the wing. Gav cuts inside. There's Gav going. Oh, he's going on an amazing run here into the penalty area. Oh, and he hits the ball. Oh, and he's dropped the ball on Hayes' foot. Hayes is playing at number 7 tonight. Hayes was at the keeper's left-hand post. Jack Burton standing at centre half at the moment. Jammer puts it down the right wing. He pops it into, well, no one in particular. Carlton got the ball, hit the ball forward. I think Grant should deal with this. Yeah, Grant gets his head on there. Dougie's got time. Where's he going with this? He's going down the left wing. He looks up. He pops it inside to no one in particular again. Carlton captain Kieran Walker picks up. No one challenging him. And he hits the ball forward. But Seba's going to have this. This is much too much on that ball. Seba wings it out to Jammer Eyeball down the Frickley right. He's getting it forward. He's into the Carlton half, just across the halfway line. Pops it out to Gav Allett on the wing. Bit of trickery from Gav Allett. Comes inside, back to Jammer. Jammer over the top, and that's offside. Shinner Oatwell was up there. And considering it's just October, folks, so we've got time to tell you, it's a bit chilly here. Time for the winter coat and the winter hat tonight. If anyone knows if he's got any league experience, we'd be interested here if there was any way you could get in touch with us. Forgot. See, I'm not on Radio 5 now, am I? There we go. Right, throwing comes in. Frickley fullback. Carlton fullback. Passes it inside. They're triangulating here. Oops, that looked like a handball to me. But Stocksbridge Park Steels. Sorry, we've just got a question there from the crowd. Who are we playing on Boxing Day? If you're interested, folks, Stocksbridge Park Steels we're playing. Get down and support your local team. Work off that turkey. Roping our lot here, don't have too much. To his own man, and it's out to Nahor. Nahor's gone to the ground very, very easily there. Certainly looked like the ball was taken first. And he's dropped to his knees. And his prayers were answered as he dropped to his knees. Looks like they've got a free kick. So, Carlton have a free kick. About 15 yards in and about 5 yards out of the penalty area on the right-hand side. And I'd tell you which number was going to kick the ball, but take the free kick. But they're wearing blue and yellow striped shirts with red numbers that are very thin. And from more than about 10 yards, couldn't tell you who's taking this free kick. But Carlton about to take the free kick. Should be a law against this. Should be nice, big, bold, black or white letters. Numbers, sorry. Oh, now the eyesight's kicking now. I think it's number 11, Danny Gordon.
Terrible.
Yeah. Awful contrast. So, Gordon takes free kick. And Seb has just made a fantastic save. Gone to his right and palmed it. It's come out to the left-hand side of the goal. Carlton picked the ball up. Number 7, Caleb Mitchell. Rounds Hayes, crosses the ball in, headed back out by Carlton. Chipped into nowhere. Nahor picks it up. And lovely bit of defending by Hayes. Fantastic defensive work. Brilliant. 1-2 with Tom. Tom Dugdale loses the ball just inside his own half. And the Carlton forward just overruns it, runs in front of the ball. They've picked it up again. Number 7, jinking in. Crosses it to nowhere. No final ball there. Ooh, looks like they've got that. Looks like that's Teddy Blaw's just picked that up. Teddy Blaw's just been a little bit of pushing and shoving there. No, the referee's seen nothing. There's certainly far more there than when Wilfred Nahor went down, dropped to his knees just a few minutes ago. So the ref's seeing things that we're not. Yeah. Oh God, it is as well, isn't it? I'll see what you mean. Yeah. There's a pitch. Seems to be a small pitch at the end of the pitch here. And as we try to film, there's balls flying about there. So who's taking this? Is it Stevie Oatwell? Yes, it's Stevie Oatwell. Stevie Oatwell, Dougie's muscled out. Oh, but he's fought back for it. Carlton got the ball, hits it out, and Hawes picked it up in his half. The Carlton player is running into. Oh, he's just hit and hope. Absolute nothing ball to nowhere. Not that Frickley would ever do this. Sever hits it long. Gav Allett challenges for it. Hayes is challenging for it on the edge of the penalty area. Defender's got it out, and it looks like Gav's had a little bit of a nibble at him. Certainly nothing serious, worth no more than a free kick. At the minute, it remains 0-0 in this Eva 6 South division game between Carlton and Frickley Athletic. Frickley are currently in 4th place in division. Carlton are 3 off the bottom. Well, his second touch was a tackle there, so I think that tells you all you need to know there. It looks like he's come off rather worse. Now, Steve actually sounds like he's in a bit of pain here. We're hoping that this is just the just a bit of shock. Yeah, Steve is. You can hear Steve actually. He's in rather a lot of pain here. We've got no Molly tonight, so substitute goalkeeper, coach, Paul Stancliffe. He's the physio as well. I believe he'll also be washing the bottles and sweeping the floor at the end. There's nothing he can't do. Man of many talents, Paul Stancliffe. So he'll be getting the sponge out now, giving Stevie a little go with the magic sponge, I think. So during this interlude, as I said, now I think that this could be like tonight at some point. This will be like when positrons and electrons meet and annihilate to make gamma rays. This at some point this is going to ignite. I'm sure this game. There's your physics fact of the evening. He's not up unaided at the minute though. He's being helped. Got our fingers crossed and touching wood here. Yeah, he's been carried off now. I think he's walking. He's walking. Of a fashion. And that was all from, I say, he went to control the ball. Ball came off a little bit quick.
I suspect he won't be dancing tonight.
No. So, yeah, the clubs of Nottingham are safe tonight. Stevie Oatwell will not be in, I'm afraid, folks. So we're in the 32nd minute here. 32nd minute. And it looks like Stevie Oatwell is about to come off. And who's going to come on from Rwanda? Looks to me, yeah, there we are. Big shout out to Stevie. We hope you get better soon. Need you for Saturday. And looks like we're bringing on, so 32nd minute, Josh Nodder comes on for Steve Oatwell. Steve Oatwell walking off very, very tentatively. Sounded like he was in a lot of pain. We hope he is better for the week. We hope he's better soon. Sooner the better. So Nods, looks like Nods is going to drop into midfield. Hayes is already walking up front, so it looks like we might be playing a front two. Gav and Hayes, so not a bad front two, as I'm sure you'll agree.
We're at Carlton, birthplace of Richard Beckinsale from Porridge and what was that other thing he was in? Rising Damp, of course.
Don't forget, going straight as well.
Yes, indeed. And here we are. I'm stood next to Ken, who's almost as glamorous as Miss Jones. Frickley throwing on the left. Dougie's got it. Back to Bales. Oh, that's decent cross in, and my failing eyesight couldn't see who didn't quite get on the end of it. I think it's Josh Nods. If anyone's listening from Carlton Football Club, please make your car park a bit bigger. There were 3 push bikes here when I got here, and it was full. And we've put it out of play. And onto the roof of the bungalow over the far side of the pitch. I wonder who lives there. Whoever it is, they've got a lot of cars. 3-car family's gone mad. They must have 20. And there's an open net there. And first up, Seb made the most miraculous goal line stop. The ball bounced up to the Carlton player, who was 6 inches out, and the ball nearly hit the people in the bungalow. I have never seen a more atrocious shot in my life. Douglas Barder could have done better, really could.
Do you want to do your figure?
Oh, yeah.
Frickley, the Frickley goal leaded a charmed life. To be honest, I think Carlton, if they go, Gav just robbed the Carlton man in midfield and knocks it out to Hayes. Hayes just about to go, he tries to get the ball in, but he's got another chance and it goes out for a throw. To be honest, Carlton probably could have scored 4 or 5. They've had 4 or 5 very clear-cut chances here to probably Frickley's 1. Hazel's half chance as Dougie tries to get one into the box and it comes off the back of the stanchion. But that missed open net after Seb's great save. The cat, followed by just a ridiculous open goal miss. But yeah, Frickley's goal leading a very, very charmed life. And as Ken quite rightly pointed out, that's the reason that this lot have scored so few. Like I said, they could have had 4 here, and Frickley really need to regroup. And what are we on now? 42 minutes. But after Oatwell's injury, there's going to be quite a lot added on as Dougie tries to pick it up on the far touchline. It's a good ball, but again well cleared. Out to Jack Burton. Jack Burton knocks it to Fab, who tries to curl one in. Oh, Hazel! Oh, Hazel hits the bar, but the linesman has seen a. Did it go in?
Yeah, went in. It's offside.
The linesman gives an offside. Hazel latched onto a decent, dangerous Fabian Bailey ball in, and that's Frickley's best sighter at goal. Hayes obviously just caught offside. Jammer well up. It's another long punt up. Again, it's only made it to a Carlton head, and there's a bit of confusion there between Jammer, and they get into the box, and it's a goal. Carlton have scored. And probably deserved. But it's another defensive mix-up there between Jammer and Teddy Bloor out on our right. Picked up really well. Got to the byline, cut it back, and I didn't see who put it in. Nobody knows who scored, just because of the rubbish numbers on the back of the Carlton shirts. But Carlton Town won't care about that. They're 1-0 up. It's a terrible time for Frickley to concede. We're into the 49th minute. It's another defensive error. Carlton Town 1, Frickley Athletic 0. It could have been a lot more than this 1-0. As the keeper kicks it out and the ref blows for half time.
Are we up and running yet?
So we're up and running.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I was just distracted by the free chip that I've just got off meds. Anyway, we're off. And Carlton are straight on the attack. And Seba had a bit of butter on his hands, but he eventually held it. Anyway, the hot news is, be of good cheer, people. There's been a victory. I won the raffle. Terry's all gold and all. If the wife's listening, look out, baby. It's your lucky day. Richie Pat's telling referee rules, but to no avail. There's a kick from the keeper. Comfortably headed by Jammer. Jammer sets up Gav. Gav to Richie Pat's. Midfield to Hayes. He's out to Dougie. That's a decent dig. That's it. Oh, unlucky. Just broke for the Carlton defender when Hayes was lurking behind him. Oh, another ridiculous decision by a referee there. Teddy Blow nicked the ball beautifully. And the referee I don't know what he saw. Maybe he's just jealous because I won't raffle. It looks like a Terry's all gold man. The first half performance was compared to my raffle prize. There's lots of soft centres. I couldn't comment. Free kick in. Eluded everybody. Seba with a big one, but Wins bringing it back a bit. Two Carlton players went for it. Both made a hash of it. Glory taking the throw in just in front of us. On the right hand side. Just on halfway line. Oh, and they fed the ball through. Penalty. That's a penalty, and there's a card coming, and we're not sure what colour it's going to be. There's a penalty to Carlton. I thought double jeopardy were a booking. Yep, Seb gets a yellow. Carlton get a penalty. I'll hand you over as I need to potentially take to social media.
Penalty to Carlton. It's the impressive number 10 taking. We're 4 or 5 minutes into this second half, and it'll be a big uphill task. Steps up, it's goal, slots it easily past Seb. Carlton Town go 2-0 up, and the number 10,
Wilfred
Nahor has been pretty impressive in the first half. Has just doubled Carlton's lead. It's a big challenge now. It's an uphill battle for the Greens.
Bloody moving. How long's he getting?
Referee just explaining to their number 7 why Seb hasn't been sent off. Seb given a yellow as the ball's put through to Gav.
Go on, Gav.
Gav gets into the Carlton half, but he's quite far wide on this right. Gets it inside to Burton. Burton shoots. Burton scores. It's Jack Burton, and he's pulled the goal back. That's a great finish. It's a good ball there by Gavin Allett, and it's Jack Burton just on the edge of the area. Nice low effort into the bottom corner, and he's halved the lead, and hopefully that might just spur Frickley into action in this second half. So it's 2-1 now. Jack Burton halving the deficit. Carlton kick off, and straight away Frickley are chasing them down. Put ball back to the Steggles in the net. It's a great little finish there by Jack Burton. I think that's probably his first for the club. Dougie, nice little dink in. It's over, it's spilled, and it's well cleared. There's a bit of a mad scramble on the edge of the box, but Carlton break free, number 7. And he gives a hospital ball to his pal, and Dougie's charged that down really well. And there is a little bit more urgency about this Frickley side. As Ken said, Frickley need to take it to these. We're still 2-1 down. We have been the lesser team in this game, but there's still a long way left. That goal came just at the right time for Frickley. Throw in. It's a big throw by the number 5, but Jammer's up well. You can see movement over on the far touchline. Now, as the ball comes in. Wasted. And it's a Carlton Town substitution. Number 4 coming off, and number 15 is it? Number 15. 16, 15. What number is it?
I got respect for it. Can't be 18.
Ken's claiming 18. I'm claiming 15. It could be 16.
I'll go 16 and a half at average.
We'll never be able to tell either with the number on his back, because you can't see what number they've got on the back either.
All the lack of announcements.
All the lack of announcements. Where's Donks when you need him?
The only thing they've called all days is my raffle win. You don't make a raffle.
Well up there by Pats. Cleared by Bailey. Up towards Gav. Well again, Carlton getting another foot in. And got another... Jammer gets a good header. And it's coming to Rocksteady, who's gone back to Pats. Who's got it through? Gav's through. Gav gets into the box. He takes a look up. He gets by the keeper. Oh! He got to the byline and went for the goal himself, and he must have just a gnat's whisker away from an equaliser there. Gav getting past the keeper. An impossible angle. It's a defensive mix-up, probably the first of Carlton's second half performance. Gav took advantage of it. You thought he'd gone too far, took it around the keeper, but it's a poor clearance from the keeper. But somehow it's managed to get out to a Carlton foot, who's now just on our 18-yard box and got himself a corner. Somehow, from the worst kick-off from a keeper, they've managed to claim a corner. Sometimes that's the sort of luck you need. Well played, Richard Patterson. Patterson out to Nodder. Nodder tries to get it inside. It's a nice little touch over by Overton. Gavin's got it. He's down near the corner flag at the far side. He's toying with the defender. He does one of them amazing rolls. He gets past him. He's won himself a corner. Thought he'd just done enough to get into that box. Frickley with a corner. About 25 minutes into this second half. I'll see this through and then I'll pass you over to never less than 10. Frickley corner. Ball in the box. It's Jammer up. Yeah! It's a goal. It is a goal. It's 2 apiece. It's Desmond. I don't know who scored it. I think it's Jacob Hazel. It was all a bit scrappy. I was surprised we didn't see a linesman flag, to be honest, somewhere along there. It was all a bit scrappy, but the important fact is that it's 2 apiece. Jacob Hazel sticks his thumb up. It's 2 apiece. It's Desmond. Frickley have brought it back. I'll stay on for 5 more minutes because we've scored 2 now.
2 each. Corner comes in.
This is what we like.
And Hayes is there to put it over
Rock
the line.
steady, nice, picks it up. Good flick on by Taylor Made. Rock steady gets in again. Jack Burton, brilliant lad, brilliant. Teddy Blow, shouting encouragement. Come on, Greens! Come on, Jammer. So it's 2-2 here at Carlton. Roofed up by Seb. Wet through. It's windy, it's rainy, it's Nottingham, it's not nice. But it was a rainy night in Sheffield on that famous 4-3. 2 apiece here. Frickley coming back from 2-0 down. Having conceded deep into stoppage time in the first half and then 5 minutes into the second half. A good finish by Jack Burton was followed up by a scrappy goal from Jacob Hazel. They all count.
Oh, it's a soggy one out here. Pinneck. Oh, you can feel the rain coming down your collar. It's one of those. Oh, Jams hits it long. Who's going to get on this? Teddy Blaw's challenging for it. Gav has nodded it in. Hayes nearly gets there. Jack Burton picks it up. Jack Burton puts it out wide. Who's on the ball here? It's Overton. Overton into Gav. Gav's been brought down. That is a penalty. No, it isn't. Referee has missed that. That was absolutely stonewall. Gav has turned his defender and he's gone past the defender. Defender's put a foot out and just tripped him, clipped his heels away. Unfortunately, we saw it. Referee didn't. So, Frickley throw. Right, Carlton hit the corner in. Frickley head clear. Carlton nearly picked the ball up. They picked the ball up on the edge of the area. And Jack Burton, whoop. This one's coming to me. Oh, just over my head. Dear, oh dear. That must have missed me about 2 foot. Sorry, it's over the fence, that. Yeah, need another one, yeah. So, sorry. That ball's gone over the fence. We need another. Quite a low fence behind us here.
Oh, it's right there. It's like a nest.
Oh, God, yeah. There's a few over the fence tonight, I'm afraid, folks. So, be 50 pence extra getting at Carlton at the weekend. Pay for all the lost balls. So, big number 5 throws it in. Big number 6, sorry. Big long throw. Wilfred Nahor at number 10 has got hold of the ball, tries to cross it in, comes off Jammer. Jammer for the throw down the Carlton's left wing. Yeah, it's a throw in. Big number 6 coming in again. Going to take this for Carlton. Sort of keeping the pressure down at Frickley's end at the minute. Not a lot of threat at the moment, but those are famous last words.
Into the last sort of 5 minutes now. Plus time added on. Frickley coming back from 2-0 down to draw 2 apiece so far. Led a charm live at times. Carlton probably will be very disappointed. It's a long throw here by the number 6, gets into the box. I think that was Pats who gets a 50p head on it. And then another ball goes out of bounds. Another ball gets lobbed in from near the dugouts. And another corner for Carlton Town. I'd love to see the Optus stats for this one. I thought that Carlton would try and see this out for a draw, but both teams are going for the attack. As we're going into the closing stages of this Evo Stick Northern Premier League Division 1 South fixture here in Nottingham. Corner in. It's gone out before it came back in. That's well spotted by the linesman. And Frickley looking like they're quite urgent. If you're listening, get your mums, get your brothers, get your sisters, get your aunties logged in to pundit for these last few minutes. Carlton on the attack again. Ball goes out to number 10, who's just been everywhere. Ball into the box, and it's another corner. It's well defended this time by Grant Allett. But it's another corner. Played 8 to 9, says the linesman. I think that was for the benefit of our listeners out there in Radio Land. Radio Frickley coming in your ears. Ball in towards Gav. well cleared by a Carlton head, and again they come on the counter. The break at pace of these Carlton lads. Well, it's a brilliant tackle there by Teddy Blow on his own on the halfway line. Gets it to Gav, who's back inside to Jammer. Jammer, a bit of a hopeful punt, just goes to the defence, and the number 9 for Carlton is picks it up on the edge of the area. Is toying with Jack Burton, who just gets a foot in, and it's another Carlton corner. It's pretty much end to end in the dying embers of this game. Freezing cold, wet through. Been an entertaining match. Spencer probably won't see it that way. Probably see his points dropped as the Carlton ball comes in.